So this guy goes to see his therapist, and he's telling his therapist that he has a really big problem. He's just really sad. He's miserable, as a matter of fact. The therapist says, "Well, what's the problem?" And he says, "Well, the problem actually is in the bedroom between me and my wife. We haven't really had any fire in our sex life in years, and my wife, I think, might be wanting to leave me because she says that the sex is just so boring and it just doesn't do anything for her anymore." The therapist said, "Well, how adventurous are you guys?" I said, "Well, not very." And he said, "Well, that might be the problem. What you should try is to, maybe do like a little bit of maybe bondage or something like that. Let your wife, tie you to the bed and let her, just do what she wants." And that might fix it. That might help her and help to make her feel like it's more exciting. And he says, "Okay, well, I'll try anything because I don't want to lose her." And so he leaves his session. And a couple weeks later, he comes back, and he's even more miserable now than when he left. The first time. And the therapist says, "Well, what's the matter? Are you still having that same problem? Did you try what I said to try?" And he said, "Yeah, I let her tie me to the bed and everything." And the therapist said, "Well, what happened?" He said, "Well, the guy said, well, a couple hours later, my wife was telling me that this was like the best sex that she had had in decades. She couldn't, it was just the best mind blowing sex she had had in a long time." Psychiatrist says, "Well, then what's the problem?" Guy says, "She won't tell me where she went." Peace, family. This is Ayapo, and this is Ayapo Yapa. Did you know that Ayapo Yapa is an acronym? Well, it is. It stands for "If you aren't pissed off, you aren't paying attention." And as you can see right now, maybe you can or you can't tell, we're at a hotel. Angela and I are doing a little vacation of sorts and just having a good old time being together. Black love is a beautiful thing, especially when you're with a good woman like my wife. That said, what I want to talk about today is this whole thing where I watch it. I watch several people online, and I'm always telling you that the Radical Sister and Lance Scurv are two of my go-to channels. Um, Among others. I don't want to keep naming them because I'm sure to leave somebody out. There are actually, as I started really looking at it, there are a few of them that I go to, and I go there because it's high vibration, positive about Black people, and I love them. And I didn't realize, to be honest, that there were as many of them as I did watch. I was only thinking that there were like two or three, but there's actually five or six or so, which still isn't a whole lot, but it's enough because I want to stay positive. But one of the things that I do look at, and I even did the same thing in one of my videos, I ended up stuttering over saying different things. So what this video is about is that, at least as far as my channel goes, I'm not monetized. I probably will never be monetized. And one of the reasons that I'll never monetize my channel is because I don't want everything that I'm saying controlled. You know, I have people, or I hear people talking about people being, you know, what unalived and deleted and assaulted. I'll put it like this: they say unalive when they mean they were killed. They say deleted when they mean they were murdered. They say assaulted when they mean they were raped, and so on. You know, and it's because of these freaking algorithms and this fear of being able to talk the way that you. Let me ask you a question: how revolutionary can you be and you can't even fucking speak? And I said it like that because there's some words that only fit certain situations. I will usually say effed up, or they're, you know, they effed up their S and different stuff like that. And I'll do it kind of tongue in cheek sometimes. Sometimes I'll do it just because that's how I do it. But because I really don't like to swear. In real life, I almost never swear. But there are some things that are fucked up. And that's the only word that you can use for it because it's the only word that fits. And I am not going to get into this thing where I'm so scared of my channel being taken down or getting a community strike or whatever because I say that someone was murdered. If they were effing murdered, they were murdered. They weren't deleted. I'm a writer. I will delete a word. I will delete a sentence. People, human beings, do not get deleted. Because what we don't realize is that when we start using innocuous language to describe things, then we're actually buying into and playing into what we claim that we're fighting. Because part of the thing that they're trying to do to us is dehumanize us. Before you can harm people, you have to dehumanize them. And so when you start talking about deleting someone or that someone was deleted or unalive when they were actually killed or murdered, then that is taking away from their humanity, because inherently people associate being deleted with, I deleted a text, I deleted a sentence, I deleted this word. Human beings don't get deleted. They get murdered. Okay? And I understand. There are some people who have huge platforms and they don't want to lose their platforms. They have, some of them are monetized. They don't want to stop that money. I get it. And frankly, I ain't mad at you. I get it. People are, you gotta eat. Don't just say it. For my channel, this may get a strike. This may get my channel. I don't care. I don't care, because how revolutionary can you be and you can't freaking talk? How revolutionary can you be? How much use can you be when what you're even saying is molded by someone else and controlled by someone else? Now, I'm not going to go out of my way to try to use brother, I'm losing my words again. But I'm not going to go out of my way to use like insensitive language. I'm not going to go out of my way to use provocative language, you know. But if something fits something, that's what I'm going to call it. I remember when Angela and we were watching Underground, and there was the episode the man was talking about. He said, oh, when I lost my eyesight, he didn't lose his eyesight. A bunch of racists freaking burned his eyes out and took his eyesight violently. He didn't lose shit. And yeah, I'm talking like this on this video because I'm trying to make a point. He didn't lose anything. It was taken from him violently. But you use this innocuous language to describe things that are not like subtle or small or easy. And when we're doing that, we fall into these traps, and the list is getting longer and longer and longer. And after a while, one day you're going to turn on YouTube, and in Black YouTube, they're going to be saying, "It atishada o isarahida isaki tosotika," because you won't be able to F and talk. You have to. It will get so much to you. It sounds like a different freaking language you're speaking because you can't talk anymore. You can't call a spade a freaking spade anymore. And I'm not going for it. I was already thinking this for a while, but the more I hear people talking about somebody being deleted, don't say that a human being has been. Let me calm down. Don't say, I'm trying to keep my shirt straight. Don't say that human beings are being deleted. You delete something on your computer, and it's almost like a throwaway thing. When you're talking about people, especially our people, we don't get deleted. We get killed. We get murdered. We get raped. We get lynched. But we don't get deleted. I'm a man. As I told Hanifa Naila, I'm a man, not a brand. And I will not be, I cannot be deleted. And neither can you, Black man, Black woman. And so, I'm not going to go on and on about it, but I'm just letting you know, as for me and as for my channel and my social media, whatever, I'm not going to let these people get me to the point where it sounds like I'm speaking a freaking foreign language because of their arbitrary crap where you're turning to one channel and you're seeing a woman's tits every place, and she has grown children sucking on them, and yes, it's still up there and I still see it. Or you're looking at a channel where this guy is showing his hairy asshole, and that can stay up. You see this Rihanna video that basically goes against every single freaking community standard that they have. And that's up into the millions and millions of views, and it's still up there after years. But if I say someone was murdered, I get a community strike. If I call somebody a coon who is a coon, which I personally don't care for that term, to be honest. But like I said at the very beginning, there's some things that only fit certain things. But I use that, or I drop the F-bomb or the S-bomb, and I get a strike. This platform is what it is. It's not ours. It's not ours. And even if you think that you're making it on here, everything you do is precarious at best. But step out of their line for 1 minute, or try to become truly revolutionary. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to end up like Sister Anjali Shabazz, where every single one of her freaking channels was taken down. Now she could be found as a radical sister now. And they started her back at square one. She had on her main channel over 22,000 subscribers. It might even have been 24. And in the scheme of things, it's not like that many, and in comparison to some other channels. But she had in excess of 22,000 subscribers, and now they started her back at the beginning, and she has less subscribers than me, and that is a feat. That's a feat. I've been on there 5 years and don't have 1,000 subscribers, and you see why? Because I love Black people, and I'm not going to be sitting around here, running around here, biting my freaking tongue. Now, when I go to other people's channels, if I'm on their panels, if I'm doing whatever, I will respect that. I'll respect that. I'm not going to go and just blare stuff out or even put stuff in the comments that I know could get their channels taken down if they're being mindful of that. But on my channel, it's fine. It's fine to call things what they are and expose them and speak of them in the ugliest terms possible, because these are ugly things. These are ugly things that are happening. These are ugly things that are being done to our people. So, I mean, you're not going to catch me not on my channel talking about Black human beings as being deleted. I keep jumping on that one because that's the main one I hear, and the more I hear it, the less I like it. So, it is what it is. Like I said, if I'm on someone else's channel, if I'm on someone else's platform, I'm going to respect that. And I don't think, and this is the truth, I don't think anything less of anyone who doesn't want to fall in line with this same way of thinking. This is just me. And like I said, I understand that there's some people who are building their platform and they do a lot of good work on these platforms, and they at least are getting the word out and accomplishing things, and some of them are making money from it, and I mean honest money. And so I get it to a degree. We all do it in one way or another, and it's not like selling out, but you live in this world. I get it. Like I said, I do it too, and likely just in different areas. Just so you can survive out here. But so as far as social media goes and YouTube and that, yeah, you're not gonna hear that from me. I'm gonna call things out for the ugliness that they are, or the ugliness that it is, and that's about it. So that's it. This is Ayapo. I'm sitting here, and I'm like I said, I'm kind of in the midst of rest and relaxation. But every day with my beautiful Angela is rest and relaxation. Every day is a party. Every day is a good day. There's no such thing as a bad day when I'm with my beautiful Angela. So I will talk to you all later. Thanks for listening. And my goal is to keep it real. And be sure to visit my website, ayapoyapa.com. There you can find my books and just everything. I'm not really good at pushing myself. I guess I should put like a little segment at the end that I just reuse. I'm not really good at pushing my stuff. I need to learn about that, I guess. But anyway, thank you for listening, and I will see you soon, or talk to you soon. Peace. I don't know where to look. The camera's right there. So, so I will talk to you later.